by using my core and having those conversations about what matters to me, we've identified what matters to her, and it might not necessarily be what other professionals would identify. And on the two levels, we've accessing a fully funded cooker and connection. She means she can sort of cook nutritious meals. One of her other main concerns was about her weight and how she's looking after herself. So that all impacts by being able to, you know, work holistically with the patient, respond to her concerns through my call, and access, you know, the best response for her needs.
I think it says we've listened to her, doesn't it? We haven't just listened, we've heard her. So she said what's most important. We've then identified and sought advice and support with what was most important to her. And clearly, like you say, that cooker means more than just the cooker. The cooker means she is able to be a good mum to her child because she's able to provide those nutritious meals and have that feeling confidence in a parent, but also the self-esteem issue around the weight as well. So it feels really important. We know she's also hooked in with a local food bank, and again we know that food bank items often need some level of cooking. There might be tins, so again she's able to best use the existing support systems that she already has in place.
Yeah, and I think when she first came and started speaking with us, she was quite overwhelmed. There was lots of things going on in her life, and having that conversation to hone in on, right, okay, what is important? You could really focus, she could really focus on what it meant to her, what difference it would make. And I think that's how we can best measure the impact as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. So for me, I suppose, I mean, I came to an NHS building as a voluntary organisation, coming into the Wellness Hub, not really having had much of a background. And I think for me, the welcome that you receive, the fact there is so much knowledge in the room, but you're appreciated for your knowledge too. And I think that feels really empowering from a voluntary organisation. We know how much the voluntary sector do, but to see the two worlds collide, and an appreciation of both, and the relationships and the bridges that we build across those, are not only great for you as a professional, but can only be great for the families, clients, patients, whatever we decide to call them from the organisation that we're with.
Yeah, and I agree with that, all that, and you know, from my perspective, often trying to liaise with different agencies and organisations, the fact that everyone's in one room and it's conversational rather than just having to email 6 different people or get in contact and wait for responses. The immediate response is brilliant. And I agree. I mean, I learn something every week. You know, there's something I didn't know about, something I didn't think about, and actually that's quite a transparent and ethical way of working, isn't it? Because you can't know everything, and you know, then we've put the patient at the centre of it, and at the end of the day, we're going back with hopefully the best of all the organisations you can offer.
It's a great environment for those really, really long-term, good working relationships in a really informal way. We're discussing really important things, but the way in which the atmosphere has been created in the environment means I think there is a level of comfort about not knowing and being okay to have those conversations and debate. So I think there's so many positives in terms of working relationships and organisations coming together who may not always have sat in a room before.
100%.